Hi everyone, this is TLC Tarot Love and Care. These are my first set of videos for all 12 astrological signs. And here for the week of May 4th, I'm going to be doing the sign of Cancer. I am very new to the tarot card community on YouTube, but I am not new to tarot in general. I've been reading tarot for over 10 years. I've had a lot of great success stories in predicting things like pregnancies and weddings and new jobs and, giving warnings of things, and they've been very accurate. And my friends and colleagues have really encouraged me to just start sharing the gifts, and I'm just so excited to have found a platform in which I could do that. So Cancer, for the week of May 4th, we have the Emperor. I love this card. I love this card for Cancers this week. It means victory. It means power. It means after a long uphill battle, you're taking home the gold. And it's time for you to take what's yours. Take that win. All your efforts are paying off now. And you still got your horns on. Your enemies are pissed. They're kind of, you have some, it appears that you're still on defense mode. Even though you've fought so hard to get to where you're at, you're still in this defense mode. You sense that there is somebody that could be a threat to that. But hey, relax. First things first. It's so funny. This is not an official tarot card in the deck, but this card came with the deck for the Witches Tarot, Modern Witch Tarot, and it says everything is fine. You made it, Cancer. And I think tarot or spirit is trying to tell you that you gotta stop. You gotta stop worrying. Everything is fine. It might feel hurtful because you know what? When you get to the top, that's usually the case. You tend to, pick up a few maybe hindering energies or those energies that are just, it hurt. The journey that you took, it hurt to get there, but everything is fine. You made it. You made it. Okay. And this abundance is yours. This 8 of Cups here is all yours. This is the journey. This is showing all that you took to get to where you're at. That you were on a journey and you utilized all the resources that were ahead of you and you used them wisely. Okay. You've been fighting for all the cups. And now that it's all come together, for some reason, you feel unworthy. You feel unworthy. I mean, you're sitting on the throne. You fought. You were all that you needed. You were the abundance. All the abundance was always in your hands, and you won. And for some reason, you're uncomfortable with that. The Cancer sign tends to think that they're not enough. And it's always such a surprise once they achieve what they didn't necessarily believe that they could achieve. They actually do it. And now that you realize now, or you just refusing to realize that you really were all that you needed. You still have your defense up, okay? But you were all that you needed to get to where you're at. And you gotta let your guard down. You gotta let you put the sword down. There's nobody behind you. There's nobody coming to take what's yours, to take what you rightfully earned. Okay? And there's still more that you could go for. There's so many more possibilities that you could go for. Look at all the options that you have ahead of you. You have love ahead of your life. You have money. You have festivities. You are always going to have issues. There's always going to be things. But you know what? If you got this far, you can handle anything here. You're afraid. Now that you've accomplished all that you accomplished, it might not necessarily be that you think that there's enemies. You're just thinking, with all that I went through to get here, what's about to happen next? What do I have to defend myself against next? Who's gonna come after me? Listen, I think that all that this is telling you is that you gotta take a beat. You gotta just relax and enjoy and let go. Death is not necessarily a bad card. It means it's time to let go of something that no longer serves you. And I think that those defenses, those horns, is what you need to let go of, because there is nothing to worry about at this time. Nothing to worry about. Enjoy your life, Cancer. You've earned it. You've earned it. Spirit is telling you, you know what? Stop and smell the roses. It's spring. Go out into the sun. There's sunflowers around. You don't have to hold no sword, no pentacle. You don't need anything. You got this flag, and it's a sign to me of just your freedom that you just refuse to see. You refuse to really just take it and embrace. It's time for you to do that now. There's no more fighting. There's no more towers. The tower in reverse. There's nothing. Tower in reverse. Think about it. All the troubles are behind you. The hard part is over. The hard part is over, Cancer. Okay? And anything that has already been thrown at you has perished and failed. It was reversed right back to your enemies, and that's why they are pissed. That's what this Tower card is meaning. You have the power. You have control over your own life. A lot of the things that you were put up against has been wrong. It's been wrong. You fought like a ninja. You built your fortress. And it's like you just don't want to sit down. You just don't want to sit down and chill out. It's been hard. It's been really hard. And you don't want to see the abundance that you're already sitting on. That's why the King of Pentacles is in reverse. That's why. It's in reverse because Four of Pentacles. You don't realize yet that you're sitting on everything that you need, and that now that you've gotten here, that there's so much more coming to you. You just don't want, or you can't move past. You can't believe still. You can't believe that here you are. What you don't know, and Spirit's trying to tell you, with all these pentacles here, you're a star. You're free. You've worked your way to freedom, and it's all okay now. It's all okay. You started pouring. You can pour into yourself. You can pour into yourself. You can go for that swim. I mean, freedom, it's nudity and whatnot. And there's a flying bird and open sky. And, you know, there's freedom here. It's okay to just jump right into that freedom, to cleanse yourself from all this crap, you know, everything that you are right now. It was for yourself. You gotta just stop and smell the roses. Maybe make some time for, you've been working so hard. Maybe make some time to find love in your life if you're single. Maybe make more time with the lover that you have. If you've been working so hard, maybe you've been a little neglectful. It's not that it could not be that people are pissed at you. It could be that your lover is resentful and is also finding it hard to bask in this greatness that you've achieved because, you know, it was sacrifice that needed to be made first. There was sacrifice that you had to make, maybe in your relationship, that, you know, that you need to get back to tending to, because they deserve it. They've stuck with you through this whole way. And they deserve it. And it's time to dance, darling. Dance. Dance in the moonlight. Whether it be with somebody or by yourself. But hey, you know what? You're here. You worked really, really hard. Now you got to try and find some time for balance of things. Now you don't have to go so hard on that other thing. You've achieved it. That's one pentacle. Tend to the other pentacle. And that could be your friendships, your relationships. If your enemies are pissed, let them be. But you know what? The ones that are good and the ones that are happy for you, those are the relationships that you should focus on. And you know what? It's time to get back to balancing that out. If there are people that are pissed, maybe it's not just your lover. It could be friends too that are missing you. You know, so it's hard. I mean, there's really no point to getting to victory when there's nobody else to celebrate with you, right? You might have had to do it all on your own, you know? It's time to just bring that balance back into your life and have all the abundance, both of them, in your hands. You can have a successful business life. You can have a successful social life. You can have a successful love life. You deserve all of it, but you got to put your defenses down. You got to put your defenses down. You've done it. Now it's time for you to bask in the rewards, okay? Time for you to celebrate is what it sounds like. That's what dancing in the moonlight would look like. When you're just like, okay, I have a great night ahead of me. Time for me to, just like that, the Three of Cups. You should meet up with some girlfriends or some guy friends and just go out. Go out and celebrate this. Put your guard down. You've won. Maybe it was not just an argument, not just a business venture, a job, or anything that you were striving for, some sort of game. It could have just been a little argument and whatnot. Maybe it's time to just get to this place right here where we're balancing everything out. And you know what? Everybody has the full cup here, and everybody's about to drink, and we're all gonna dance in the moonlight. We're all gonna enjoy this. Yeah, look, we all made it. We went through a lot. Hey, and you know what? We don't know everyone's individual stories, but you know what? We're here tonight and we're ready to dance. So victory. That's what this week is about for you. It's been a long, cold winter, and I'm feeling like the flowers are blossoming and everything is okay now. And it's time to go outside. It's time to enjoy your life again. You've worked so hard. It's been a really rough year for everybody, but hey, you know what? We're alive and we did it, and we ain't gotta fight no more. Let's do this together. Let's win together now. So that's my read for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll really appreciate a like, or subscribe, or comment. Let me know if this resonates. And I hope that it's helpful to you, and hope that you have a great week. And I hope you tune in next week again for next week's read. Take care.